right, there we go. We got tools in the air. There we go. There we go. Somebody heard me. Yeah, somebody heard me. You hear me? All right, listen. First of all, peace and power. You understand me? Today is Tuesday, 2/22/22. Right? It's a powerful, synchronistic, observers, mathematical day. Right? Very powerful days. You got to catch these particular type of days because these are the days, you understand me, that ripple portals for you that you can utilize, you understand me, to shift, disrupt, manifest, however you want to utilize that kind of energy. You know what I'm talking about? But let me give you my breakdown and understanding when it comes to the synchronistic days. You feel me? Like, my name is 19 Keys, so I'm always up on the numerology and the utility of mathematics. You feel me? And the numbers, and observing the number is observing the mathematical codex of the universe, which allows you to see synchronicity. It allows you to see, you understand me, the arithmetic and how things make sense and why things add up and why things are. But let me give y'all some simple science so y'all can understand something real quick one time. Can I do that for y'all? Some simple science. This is from a upcoming book that I got coming out that I haven't released yet. And this chapter is called Mathematical Thinkers. It says, for example, we see colors all around us, yet a logical deconstruction of the concept of color shows that the world does not objectively contain any color at all. A neuroscientist, Bo Lotto, said, color doesn't exist. It is a construct of your brain. There is nothing literal about color in the world. If all human beings had a gene for total color blindness, it would never even have occurred to anyone that the sky was blue or that there was any such phenomenon as color. Why does it mean to assert that our genes are the cause of color perception? The gene belongs to us and not the objects that allegedly exhibit the color. Is Kant therefore right that our minds are creating their own reality independent of the true world? But no one questioned a rational mathematical statement that 1 + 1 = 2. That is an eternal, incontestable, immutable truth. Reason, not our senses, reveals the absolute truths of existence. Our senses continuously deceive us. They were not designed as organs of truth, but as a means for allowing us to adapt successfully to life on Earth. We only see a tiny spectrum of a portion of the electromagnetic spectrum. It says mathematics can be regarded as an abstract tool, but there is a form of mathematics called ontological mathematics. Mathematics that isn't just an abstract tool, but has real world application and real existence. Fundamentally, it's the mathematics of energy. Numbers that exist in space-time that have real energy, not just numbers written on paper, which has no true properties. Think of the mathematics of the subatomic universe. Every property go to the subatomic universe can be defined by numbers. Scientists often disagree in physics or spooky actions of physics, but they don't dispute the existence because of mathematics. If two scientists across the globe can point pictures of the universe using mathematics without speaking the same language, they can still understand each other. The average person regards the mathematics as abstract. They don't know the energy properties of mathematics in real space-time. So let me give y'all a breakdown real quick. It says, although mathematics is conventionally regarded as an abstract tool, we shall introduce a second type of mathematics labeled ontological mathematics. This means that it does not treat mathematical entities as mere paper abstractions and symbols, but as things with real existence. Ontological mathematics might also be called mathematics of energy, since that's what it's fundamentally about. Numbers written on paper have no energy content. Numbers written in space-time most certainly do. Manipulation on paper has no energy implication, but it does in space-time. Things that can be done effortlessly on paper might not be possible ontologically because of these energy considerations. This is the fundamental difference between abstract and ontological mathematics. So before I go further, I want y'all to understand something, right? And it's like I'll look at the concept of ontological mathematics. You understand me? And especially when it comes to the understanding of physics, the reason that physics may seem like magic, right? Physics, if you want to, is physical spiritualism, evidence of spirit, right? And what happens is that you may see something that may sound spooky, but then once you can plug in the mathematics, it allows people to build things like cell phones, right? Like cell phone is mathematics in use. When you discover mathematical properties of the universe and you're able to utilize them to produce things in real time, in real world, creating real products. When you go look at buildings around you, they were made from architecture that had to use sound mathematics. Everything has to add up. Everything at a subatomic level, you understand me, on all planes have a dimension to them. They have a measurement to them, right? When the world figures out new mathematical equations, whether it's E equals MC squared or any other one, then we can access new properties of the universe because it gives us a deeper understanding. So there's the abstract tool of mathematics written on paper, and then there's the ontological mathematics, which is more the physical mathematics that you can utilize. Man, let me catch y'all on this though, because I can't read the rest of the chapter. It's cold though, but I can't read that right now. Is in physics, there's something about the spooky dynamics of physics, where when you observe something in physics, it changes it. So when you observe an atom, it changes the properties of the atom, which the scientists believe that the atom is conscious. Now there's been many different, it's called the famous slit test. So you can do it. They experimented to see if they can observe an atom. But what happened is the atom always changed every single time that it was consciously being observed. Whether it's going to be observed during or after, the atom had a certain intelligence. So what that means was that the conscious observer have an effect on reality. You ever look at somebody, man, and they start to change. You understand me? Too many eyes on you, you feel a certain way. Observation has a power. Yes, the slit experiment. So when we think about that, if the synchronicity is the observation, or synchronicity is meaning applied to the otherwise meaningless, right? But if you can apply meaning to the otherwise meaningless, it's also that you are creating that which you observe. Like a person, like the whole world is observing 222 and finding meaning in it, but everybody is finding different meaning. Well, this is what it means for me. This is what it means for me. Now, every day people do not apply meaning in every day. But some days people decide that some days mean something because they observe the mathematical language of the universe. So 22222, they say, okay, this means something because you only observing and being present today. But every other day, you don't know how to utilize the faculties of observation. This is a very obvious observation because the whole world is synchronized harmonically in observing it and defining it. But then one person defines it and the other person takes on the definition. So the person that defines it is the person that creates the observation in the first place. But the power is the fact that Carl Jung, one of the famous philosophers, gave a breakdown, was that if the observer can affect reality, then it is also true that there are high-level observers and there are low-level observers. So that some of us have higher consciousness, some of us have lower consciousness. So my observation may change and have a more powerful effect than someone that is weak-minded have a lower effect. So you're going to create lower observations and create lower things because of the power of your mind to bend things to your will. So when you're talking about these days of synchronistic observation, you understand me? One person may not see it because of their level of higher or lower consciousness. Now, this is, scientific fact when you start breaking it down and you start to understand. And the reason why some people can't do it is most not mathematical thinker. It's a personality type connected to it. The INTJ type, right? The person that me, I'm not an extrovert or introvert. I'm ambiverted. Sometimes I really just need to be by myself to think, right? And that's why people practice things like transcendental meditation so that they can clear out all thought, so they can go into the quiet, deep space of their mind. You feel me? And so when they get to that place within their mind, That's when they can have their clear, deepest thoughts, and they can get access to themselves, where they can be a high-level observer, right? Now, these will be talking high-level conversations, so I don't feel like I need to break it down any too much further, right? But people who are constantly surrounded by noise never get to tap into that God within, that inner voice. So those who have those great thoughts, oftentimes they need to be by themselves. So introverts sometimes do not want to be consistently bombarded with frequencies other than their own, because they want to be connected to the God within. And a high-level observer, you understand me, takes in observations, takes in data, analyzes, and then execute based on the information that they see. High-level observer is observing high-level things. A low-level observer is observing low things. The high-level observer controls what they see. The low-level observer is controlled by what they see. So instead of manufacturing your reality, you are reacting to the manufactured reality around you. So the problems, the issues, you get caught up in the news, you get caught up in the triggers, everything around you, the traumas, all of those things. You are a low-level observer. You see the things you don't like instead of witness the things that you want to see. You can create the signs that you're looking for. People ask signs from God. You have the ability to create the signs by finding the meaning in them. I remember I was at the beach in Miami, and a crow landed right on top of where I was sitting, and he looked at me and he was like, "Keys,